the water main to my house has rusted out. So this is the front of my house. We've got here a pit where they have brought in some water. And the reason for this is because you'll see down here that the water main to my house has rusted out. Now, the nice chaps from the city have kindly come by and they're repairing this. I wasn't aware that it was a problem. Apparently, it was basically wasting water here. So they came in and now they're fixing it. But when you cut off someone's water in order to fix it, then they don't have any water. So they did something very kind, and they've taken this blue pipe and run water from over there into a little bypass here to get it to my house. And what this highlights for me is, one, very competent, wonderful people who keep the infrastructure that makes our daily life possible going. That's amazing. And they have to think about things like, where does the traffic go when you're repairing the highway? And where do you get the water when you're repairing the waterway? It's a little bit like, how do you keep the blood flowing when you're doing heart surgery? And in terms of our society, the consequences, I think, are kind of similar. If you don't get that right, then it all dies, because that line, that little blue hose, is literally a lifeline for me and my family. It's a dependency that I have. If I don't have that thing, I don't have water. And incidentally, humans can only survive for like 2, maybe 3 days without water. And out here in the desert, it's probably even less. 2 messages for me. One, I'm grateful that even with this dependency, life works most of the time. But on the other hand, an event like this reminds me very clearly that I have a dependency. It would behoove me to have some water stored. I have this blue 55-gallon barrel that's designed for potable water. The only trouble is, I haven't filled it yet. So, the moment comes, we were cut off from water for about an hour today, and, I wanted to make, it was so silly, I wanted to make some Gatorade from the powdered mix. And I went to the sink and I couldn't get water, and I thought, oh dear, because I hadn't filled this. So, points for the thought, but hadn't quite gone far enough. 2 thoughts. One is gratitude, and the other is concern is probably not quite the right word, but a more acute awareness that I live in a precarious way. And anybody who lives in a way that is dependent on the grid functioning is living slightly precariously. We make it work, which is a miracle. And it's also precarious. Both of those statements are true. I want to put myself in a position where I can use the grid and not have to. Solar panels are eventually in order. Some water collection off the roof is eventually in order. Filling up that water tank is definitely in order. And then, if there are interruptions in service, I'll be okay. If you share thoughts like these about the grid, a mixture of wonder and awe combined with a little bit of worry, then please subscribe below, because we're always doing projects that are related to making things from scratch and understanding things, and frequently we delve into the philosophy side with videos like this one that frequently talk about dependence or economics as if people mattered, or big ideas in general. So look forward for more, and we'll see you next time.